Hello, welcome to In the Garden. I'm Nicola.
Mark. It's been cold today.
Yeah. This is just a really brief special. This is us bringing you our experiences with replacing the dreaded chicken waterer.
Self-automatic chicken waterer.
Oh, self-automatic. Yeah, I won't go there. What's it been, 6 weeks? 6 weeks it's taken us to sort it.
3 goes.
3 units.
And we had to do something with it because the darn thing was leaking. And actually our tank was dropping at such a rapid rate, we couldn't work out where the water was going. And it was going into the chookie pen.
Well, that was what actually caused us to get to the point of chasing the replacement. But look, watch the video. If you've got suggestions for us, we're happy to hear it. We're actually looking at some different watering systems to put in place for the goose duck pen. I'll show you some of those towards the end. Okay. You might need your... why has he got a...
Well, he almost looks like he's...
clamped it.
Yeah, and then I don't know what that bit is.
That should just screw off. That bit, I mean, that's what I'm saying, it should.
Yeah, move it around. That's on the inside. That's the float.
Well, the float's removable, but yeah.
Let's get that out. One bit.
Yep, we'll have a look at that and see what his problem is. Do you want your shifter for that?
Well, if we take that off and then we can put it back
Okay,
on.
okay. Hopefully that's right. Okay, oops, pull that down. Hi, I'm playing with the water bowl again. The first one, the float didn't seal, which was a real problem for us. So what I've actually done this time...
But the very nice people sent us a new
They
one.
did, they sent us a replacement, so I've
So we
adjusted
bought the first
that,
one
so
and
that'll
this
only
one's the
go up to
replacement.
there. So hopefully that's as much as... So what we've done, we've actually got a piece of wood, so that'll make it easier to mount down in the chicken pen. But it's the float that actually was causing us the most amount of trouble. So I've watched a couple of videos. I hope we've got it right this time. Fingers crossed. What do you got there?
A chook waterer.
It's an automatic chook waterer at that. So our other one...
Water now. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Chookie water. Okay, so chicken water in. That's the little lid. Now, the bit that we've taken to lots of goes and probably broke the first one is this tricky little bit here. See, if you push him down, it opens up the... Oh, that's
Valve.
it. Valve. So you got to undo that little doohickey, just unscrews, and we thought you first go around, you just adjusted it, and that failed miserably. So I actually just unscrewed it when we were putting this one in to the point that it was all loose, moved around, held that thing down because it actually pops. Soon I can get my finger in there. It actually pushes up, and if you've got it pushing up to the top, it lets the water through. So you've just got to screw it and find the right height for it. And then we filled it up, and then what we did was little paddle with the boat, getting the water out of the boat, and let it fill again, and it's actually holding really well. So it's that bit. Don't break that bit is an important safety tip. Or if that bit doesn't seal, then the whole thing goes to mess. So chookie mess.
Lots
Lots of chookie mess. So anyway, so then when we did it, and then we popped the little lid back down, and then it pushed a bit of water out, and then it went shh and filled up again, and it was all good.
One of the other jobs that we're actually going to have to get done fairly soon seal this mess. It's weighing everything down, but the wires that we put up are a great idea, but they're just not tight enough. We actually need to tighten them, and then in tightening them, we actually need to run shade cloth. So a lot of talk at the moment about basically with the hassle of the avian flu, they're talking about making it hard for backdoor chicken owners, and we're not prepared to get rid of our girls, but we're also not prepared to put them in a position where they could get sick. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to get a cover so that we can exclude all other birds that obviously aren't ours from our herd, because like, look at them. Yes, they're all being very hopeful too. In case you haven't worked it out yet, all of our babies are spoilt rotten. All right, so we've actually got most of it sorted, but apparently they knocked it over the other day, so
Straightening somehow.
what we have to do is we've got to undo this and undo all the bits, and then yeah,
That time's a charm. And we keep all our bags, full bags, for use for a whole range of things. Protecting the trees from frost and when you have muddy ground. It is actually quite handy.
so we have a leak in here, so what we're going to do, Mark threw some plumber's tape around it, but as you can see, it didn't do the job. So we're going to have to undo it all and then go down to the threads, put it back on, and then retighten the clip that's holding everything in place. Apart from that, we're also going to have to find a better way to fasten that to the to the wire. And it may necessitate going and getting the one that I'd started to fix up the other day and using that back piece to screw it all onto. We brought some pots to sit them on because we're going to need something sturdy that we can actually keep this this trough on, because that's what happened, is they managed to get it off and knock it over so that it was just running everywhere, which is why the ground here is really, really wet. So, and of course it doesn't dry out in this weather.
Plus the leak.
Plus the leak. So what we're actually doing here, some of this is what we actually inherited when we bought the place.
Does the job.
It does the job, but obviously, you know, stuff fatigues over time. So we're just trying to reorganise it so it's sitting the way we need it to. Okay, going to turn off. Okay. So it's coming apart now. No swearing, Mr. Pitt. It's been a bit more difficult because we actually don't have the right tool. So we're using these Mark's using the multi-grips. But of course, you know, the downside is that it's actually tearing at the plastic. But we've got to get it undone so we can fix this bit. So we're damned whichever way we go. But there it is. It's off. Yay! So as you can see, there's a drip there. And this bit here is also dripping. So we're ready to do, hopefully. And you're right?
Yeah. Hello.
The last gasp.
Mm.
Okay, so this is the Teflon tape or plumber's tape, whatever you want to call it. So as you can see, I've got it wound round now. We'll need to do this bottom end as well the same because there's a leak in there, but we'll do that in a tick because it'll actually require us to pull this back, get it in there, and then this actually then holds everything in place. Okay, so just coming over the top. Now it's just going to be screwed back in.
Possibly.
He's having problems with the multi-grips. They're just, I mean, they're good, but it's just they keep slipping out of position. So, which is a bit of a frustration, but anyway. As you can see now, we're just going to do that. The other bit we'll need to do is we'll need to tie all this back up. I'm just holding it at the moment with my foot.
Hello, you young lady, Chook. Hello, Bridget.
Hello. And as you can see, they've all come to watch, every one of them. And then, of course, oh, okay, now we know that you're looking at us. We're going to go, except this one. Hello, sweetie. I don't think we ever told anybody what we decided we were going to call the chooks.
Probably not, okay.
So we've got peanut. We had bean. We had avocado. And what was the other one we were going to use?
Don't think. Yeah.
Debosia?
Yeah, could be.
Debosia. We've actually got to get little tags for their legs so that we can tell which is which. But avocado, bean, peanut, and Debosia. And they're all things that are grown regionally here. So it sort of seemed appropriate.
Turned off. So what do we have to do? We put plumber's tape on that end too, and plumber's tape on that end, and got the float working.
Yay! And we got it re-chopped up.
And we finally got there. So we got plumber's tape on the bung, plumber's tape on all the connection. We've got the water filling up. It's actually holding, it's not overflowing. What we found for in the final part of it was as we were screwing that bit, that little piece there moved, which was a real nuisance. So and then the bung started to leak, so we must have bumped that. There's a little plastic tie. One of the things we have found with it, and it's not a criticism, but it's to be careful of, is that all the plastic is very, very soft. So even with the bung trying to get a screwdriver into it to hold it while we were tightening it up, it just tore the plastic. It's very, very soft plastic. So as I did in the earlier one, if you can get your finger in under there, it'll let the water in. So he's got to hit that, so you adjust the little plastic thing. Plumber's tape is your friend in this. So at all the spots and plugs, and yeah, we finally got there.
Okay, so you've seen our 6 week efforts with the chook waterer. Mark, what tools do we need when we're getting into these things?
Better ones than we had. We tried shifters. We had a screwdriver for the little clamp. Ended up with a set of multi-grips. Pliers handy. Rubber mallet. No, we didn't really use rubber mallet. Hammer would have been good though. No, I don't think we used it.
You had a, what's it tool? Not a screwdriver, wrenchy type thing.
Yeah, shifter, yeah.
Shifter?
Our shifters were a bit small, so they couldn't get around it, so we ended up using the multi-grips. Lots of plumber's tape.
Lots and lots of plumbers.
Found out.
Buy rolls of plumber's tape. Scissors.
Scissors.
Scissors would have been useful. We didn't have scissors down there.
Drills when we drilled out the board, where the bolts go into. So
make sure you go and buy your hose fittings before you get started, because it's really depressing having to go out, get more stuff, come back and go again.
Yep. But yeah, so anyway, so we probably needed a bit of different kit to do it. But
sorry.
We got there.
One of the things that we have learned along the way is, I'm not sure I really like that watering system.
Just people that told us that we bought it.
Look, and it worked all right.
and
It's just the
after when we had trouble with the second one, they were just terrific.
Oh, the people we bought from were really good.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much that. I mean, we've had your traditional watering system, you know, that you fill it up daily and you hang it. They're not very good from my perspective because they get brittle very quickly. We've done old pots. And again, they work really well, but you've got to refill them every day. We're looking for something that we don't need to refill every day. We are looking at something slightly different, and I'll try and cut in a picture so you can see what we are looking at. Which is probably what we'll go with for the duck and goose pen, simply because we're looking for something that makes our life a little bit simpler. If I've only got to fill something once a week, that's obviously better than having to go down and fill every day and clean it out and get rid of the duck or the goose mess or whatever. But anyway, so that's been our experience with the watering system. What do you use? You know, we're very interested to see what other people are doing and maybe to find something that works even better than the decisions we've made. And on that note, we're going to see you later. And it's bye from Nicola.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. Bye. And just like that, it's the end of another episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If you found something useful in it, please feel free to like this video. You can also comment down below. We do love to talk to subscribers. If you found something useful or you think you've got a friend who might find it useful, please feel free to share this video with them. And of course, as always, you can subscribe to our channel and that way you'll never miss out on what we're getting up to here at Stormhaven. So I'm actually on the outside looking in. There he is. He's in the cage again. We got it. Eureka! So what we've ended up doing, the Mighty Plumber's tape came in handy again. We've had to tighten everything up, including the input there. And we've used a couple of small pots underneath it so that, hang on, I'll just see if I can get in and you can see. So just so that it's at the height we want it and it's not going to move again. So with a bit of luck, that's it.